refers to the failure to fulfill an obligation. In the world of business and finance, it usually refers to failure to pay back a loan. The verb to default means to fail to repay a loan. The noun and verb may also mean an appearance in a court of law or to appear in a court of law respectively. In computer jargon, default means to revert automatically to its original state or a pre-selected option. When default means failure to pay back a debt, it includes failure to pay the interest on the loan, the principal, or both. The following can be classed as a default: the borrower did not pay the regular installments on time, the debtor missed repayments, or the borrower stopped or avoided making payments altogether. How to use default as a verb or a noun. In 2001, Argentina failed to repay $93 billion of its foreign debt. We can describe what happened using the word as either a verb or a noun. As a noun, in 2001, Argentina fell prey to default on $93 billion of its external debt. In 2001, there was a default regarding $93 billion of Argentina's foreign debt. Now let's use the word as a verb. In 2001, Argentina defaulted on $93 billion of its foreign debt. When a country fails to repay a loan, we call it a sovereign default. Governments borrow by issuing bonds. Investors consider bonds as super safe investments. We do not expect governments to default. When it happens, the consequences for that country can be devastating. Its financial markets usually collapse, its currency devalues, and it then sinks into a recession. A country that has defaulted will find it much harder to borrow money in the future. If failure to repay a loan triggered a serious economic meltdown, it is a time when the nation most desperately needs to borrow. Not having access to funds can mean destitution and disaster for its population. A sovereign default can cause problems and financial instability abroad as well. When Greece defaulted on a repayment to the IMF in 2015, the whole European Union shuddered. However, even though Greece defaulted, it was relatively lucky. The EU consists mostly of advanced economies with the financial resources to bail out the country. When a developing country falls prey to sovereign default and does not receive enough financial help, the negative consequences can sometimes last several decades.